The Fall of Jericho Walls, a promise of deliverance. In the land of Canaan, the fortified city of Jericho loomed, its walls high and impenetrable, standing as a symbol of power and defiance against the people of Israel. But God had a plan, one that would unfold through obedience, courage, and divine intervention. Joshua, the leader of Israel, sent 2 spies across the Jordan River to gather intelligence on Jericho. As they slipped into the city, they found refuge in the house of a woman named Rahab, a harlot living along the city wall. When the king of Jericho heard about the spies, he sent soldiers to Rahab's house, demanding that she hand them over. But Rahab, moved by fear and belief in the God of Israel, hid the spies on her rooftop under stalks of flax. When the soldiers arrived, she told them, "Yes, the men were here, but they left at dusk. If you hurry, you may catch them." After the soldiers departed, Rahab climbed to the roof and spoke with the spies. "I know the Lord has given this land to you," she whispered. "We have heard how the Lord dried up the Red Sea for you, and how you defeated the kings of the Amorites. Our hearts melted with fear. Promise me, when the Lord gives you this land, you will spare me and my family." The spies agreed. "When we return, tie this scarlet cord in your window, gather your family inside your house, and you will be spared." That night, Rahab lowered the spies through her window with a rope, and they escaped into the hills, promising to keep their word. After the spies returned, Joshua and the Israelites prepared to march into the Promised Land. But instead of a conventional battle plan, God gave Joshua a strange command. "March around the city once a day for 6 days. On the 7th day, march 7 times and have the priests blow trumpets. When you hear the long blast, shout with all your might, and the walls will collapse." Obedient to God's instructions, Joshua led the Israelites to Jericho. For 6 days, they marched silently around the city, while 7 priests carried ram's horn trumpets before the Ark of the Covenant. The people of Jericho watched in confusion, wondering what kind of battle this was. On the 7th day, the Israelites rose early, marching 7 times around Jericho. The priests blew their trumpets and Joshua gave the command, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." With a mighty roar, the people shouted, and the walls of Jericho crumbled to the ground. Amid the chaos, Joshua sent the 2 spies to Rahab's house. They found her and her family safe inside, just as they had promised. The scarlet cord fluttered from her window, a sign of the covenant between her and the God of Israel. The spies escorted Rahab and her family out of the city to safety, sparing them from destruction. Jericho was conquered, and the Israelites devoted the city to the Lord, sparing only Rahab and her household. From that day forward, Rahab became part of the people of Israel, known as a woman of faith and redemption. The Israelites saw God's power tear down the mighty walls of Jericho through obedience, courage, and faith. The story of Rahab the harlot became a testament to God's mercy, how even those outside Israel could find redemption through faith. And the fall of Jericho marked the beginning of Israel's conquest of the Promised Land, a victory that came not by might, but by the hand of the Lord.